following the Atlas van lines, the rooster tail ahead of them that you saw. Here they are, Jack Schafer Jr., Tempest, U-17, owner Chuck Hickling, Steve Reynolds, our cameraman on the water in the Miss Prudalco. He should be the dark horse. Brenda Jones, she's been a real story today, and she goes after the hot dogs in this final. Chip Hanauer, he wants desperately to win here in Seattle. It would be the crown for his entire summer, his unbelievable summer. Ron Armstrong, he wants to put a crooks in that perhaps. However, he may not run hard. Ron Snyder, he will run hard. His boat has been running smooth all day.
There's the Atlas. Brand new boat built this winter. Jim Lucero, the designer. Of course, Jim, the crew chief of the Pay Impact, the turbine engine.
Incredibly, that boat, Don, was not even tested until it got to Miami, where it finished second, and the story, of course, got better from then on.
I was down here at the pits at the time when they would hope to get down here and test it in time before they left for Miami. They got here at about 1 minute to 4, and of course the course closed at 4 o'clock.
Lest we forget, the winner of this one is the winner. So even though Atlas has a commanding lead in points, doesn't mean a thing, folks. It's got to win to win.
There's a shot again for the Prudalco. We have 7 boats out there, by the way, so the Kawaguchi, I would imagine, will stay out there until he can see that 6 boats are running. In fact, I'm not entirely sure why he is out there.
He's out as the alternate, Don.
Yeah,
as soon as the 1 minute gun goes off, he must shut down.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's the Budweiser coming across the infield as they all now jockey for position.
A lot of dicing. Look at those directions from King 5. It's incredible.
Everywhere.
Everybody watching everybody now. That's what
again
Steve
from the Prudalco. Steve catching up with those other boats in front, working with that stopwatch. That's the small dial on the bottom of your screen, the smaller of the 2 that you see.
That's the KYYX rooster tail to his right. Straight ahead of him is the Atlas. Now he'll pull around.
There he is, going into the infield. 1 minute gun. Here we go.
Positioning is perfect at this point. Everybody's timing is excellent.
The finals of the 1982 Sea Galley Emerald Cup. All the boats packed up already early. That's a sign of good drivers. You're right, Mike. They're all in the backstretch, getting into position where they want to be. The Atlas, I would imagine, trying to get on the inside. One boat way ahead. Who is that? Let's check it out.
That's Kawaguchi pulling off the course, as they must.
Will Muncie going into the infield, and that's where he'll watch the race. Best seat in the house. Approaching the north turn. Under 30 seconds. On the inside is the Atlas van lines. The Budweiser next to him. Now this is what Steve Reynolds sees in the Prudalco Mr. Otto. Under 20 seconds. Coming up on 15. It's going to be a good start. They're awfully close on the clock. Great positioning by all the boats. It's Atlas in the inside. Of the 4 boats, it's the Kenny Toyota on the outside of the 4 that we see. Here they come. 3 seconds, 2. They're all too fast. It'll be close. Budweiser getting possibly the best start. The Budweiser in the lead on the outside. That is the Kenny Toyota on the inside. The Blue Blaster, the Atlas van line. Prudalco in between the Bud and the Atlas as they head into the south turn. Reynolds, lots of water in front of him, as you can see, as they go into that south turn. Atlas on the inside. Chip's right where he wants to be. Oh, what a great turn he made, too. The skid pin digging in as he heads down now the back chute. A marvelous start for Chip Hanauer. Look at the difference between Chip and the second place boat, which I believe is the Prudalco. Chip Hanauer, the man who's trying to get that one and only victory in Seattle. Budweiser is in second place, but he's way back. The Prudalco is in 4th. In 3rd place right now is the Kenny Toyota. The leader, Hanauer. They've got a new engine and a new propeller for this, the final heat for 1982. Hanauer coming up to complete lap number 1. He's 4 laps away if he can hold his position from his first win in Seattle. Chip Hanauer, lap 1. Second place, the Budweiser and Ron Armstrong. Speed for that first lap, 122 miles per hour. The Atlas ran at 127 in the first heat. He's at 122 on the first lap into the final here on Lake Washington. 4.5 second lead for Hanauer ahead of the Budweiser. The Tempest and the KYYX just coming out of the north turn while you see Hanauer coming out of the south. All boats still running. The difference, Hanauer on the left of the screen, the Budweiser, Armstrong on the right, and the Prudalco on the far right as they come out of that south turn. Chip Hanauer rocking and rolling, going down the back chute past the log boom. The boat was performed beautifully. There's the Budweiser, Ron Armstrong. They got it ready in time to race in Seattle. Bernie Little said, we're not going to miss Seattle. 6-second lead for Hanauer, and there's Ron Snyder in the Kenny Toyota, the winningest hole in the business. Again, back to Hanauer in the north turn. Brenda is in fourth place. Toyota, Kenny Toyota, third. The Budweiser second. And there's the leader, completing lap number 2. Hanauer, the Atlas, the Blue Blaster. Second place, Armstrong in the Bud. Lap speed, 117 miles per hour for the Atlas. Ron Snyder, third place in the Kenny Toyota Volvo with those big old Allisons. And Steve Reynolds, fourth place. Produco, Mr. Otto, 7-second lead now for Hanauer as it goes into lap number 3. You can see the difference there. Chip is running beautifully today, flawlessly. He's one of the most intense drivers. He says he really has to keep himself toned down on race day, not to get too worked up. We have one boat going dead in the water. It appears to be the KYYX on the back chute nearing the north turn. And that's where the Atlas is headed right now. You may see him go by Brenda Jones. Chip Hanauer, a new engine, a new prop. They protect him throughout the day for that final heat. Into the north turn. Budweiser hanging tough back there. KYYX out of the way. She's gone way wide in the north turn. Nice move by Brenda to get out of the way. The distance between first and second place. Completing another lap. Chip Hanauer. Second place, the Budweiser with Ron Armstrong. Lap 3 speed for the Atlas, 115 miles per hour. He's got 122, 117, and 115. Third place boat. Snyder and that Toyota under the log boom where the people are watching. And there he is, a beautiful shot of that brand new boat going through the Lucero design hull. Marvelous machine with those big Merlin engines. Who knows if they'll go on to the Griffin engine next year. The boat that made the Griffin famous, of course, the Budweiser. But they may stay because of the design of this boat, of the Atlas. Maybe they'll stay with the Merlins. After all, they have a world record. A world record on this course, the 2.5-mile course, and better than 140 miles per hour. Steve Reynolds completing lap 3 now, coming across, taking it easy on his engine. But Hanauer, in the meantime, looks like he's well on his way. He's going down the back chute on lap number 4. About to pass Jack Schafer Jr. in the Tempest. That boat is so consistent, Hickling's hull, that engine, and the boat just keeps running. 6-second lead for Hanauer and the Atlas. Schafer may want to give him a little race right here. Maybe he's got some nitros left. Hanauer driving purposely, doing fabulous. Marvelous job by Chip Hanauer. Budweiser second. Again, the Atlas slowing down a little bit more, 112 miles per hour now on lap 4. He's got one more to go, and he'll have his ultimate summer, as he said, if he could get this win. The difference between the Atlas and the second place boat, the Budweiser. Tempest on the inside. There's the Bud. Ron Armstrong, a fabulous job today, being able to handle that boat, along with the help of Dave Cully, the crew chief, getting it dialed in well enough to compete today. A familiar sight, Hanauer in front with that orange helmet, flying along. There's the difference now between the first and second place boats. Past the yachts, all the boats on the east side of the course. Riding beautifully over that choppy water. The Atlas, too, was a little light during the week. They had to tone it down, make it less responsive, less lively. 5-second lead now for Chip. And here comes what looks like to be the winner for today. Chip Hanauer, the ultimate summer has arrived. He's a winner in Seattle. Second place to Ron Armstrong and the Budweiser. The Bud is back. Lap speed for Chip, 116.883 miles per hour. Consistent running by Chip and the Atlas. 122, 117, 115, 112, and 116 on the final. Chip can finally relax. Rod and Mike, finally got what he wanted. He's got the Gold Cup and a victory in Seattle.
And he must have had his fingers crossed, because you never know when something's going to go wrong, even though he led almost wire to wire.
Chip made his worst start in Tri-Cities in his life, and just now made his best start. Boy, was he on the numbers.
It looked like a good start to me. They were all very close. 4 boats made a good start.
True, and the Atlas was on the inside, though, and you saw and mentioned it, Don, how he came out of that first turn with a big lead when he was deck to deck going into the setup for the first turn.
There you see, well, there's Chip on his victory lap as you saw the Verdelco heading around. And here comes Steve Reynolds. Third place for Steve in the Verdelco Desperado.
Are you sure he's third? I think he's fourth.
Check that. Fourth.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Fourth place.
The Kenny Toyota was third place.
Now, there's the winner. We know that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is much like what Bill Muncy used to do. Go along the log, boom.
I was just thinking that. It makes you think of Bill, doesn't it?
Our director, Dick Warzinski, reminding us of that. The fact that Bill was always so, well, you know, the controversy was there. Some people love him, some people love to hate him, but he was always there, waving to the crowd when he'd get that victory.
This is a very popular victory for Chip Hanauer.
Yes.
This is a real partial crowd down here.
Yes, very much so. For this and for the pack and for the Verdelco with Steve Reynolds. There's Jack Schafer coming in.
Well, of course, we're sorry the Squire wasn't able to run with these boats in the end, and the pay and pack. An unfortunate accident took them out. Right, the first racing action they had today. Took some of the luster off it, but no luster off for Mr. Hanauer and the Atlas crew.
I think the Budweiser rod and